What's going on, Dragon Ball fans? Welcome back to another epic Dragon Ball What If battle here today, where right now we'll be discussing the possible outcome involving both Beerus and Omega Shenron as we engage in a what if crossover to determine who will become #1 between these two characters, as requested by a few of my viewers and subscribers. Once again, now before we begin and all hell breaks loose in the comment section, please note that this is going to be an opinionated discussion video, guys. My thoughts, my opinions, your thoughts, your opinions listed down below, so don't misconstrue any of the information provided. Approach this video with an open mind, no fanboyism, no favoritism, but instead let's have a fair debate and discussion together in the comments. So without wasting any more time, let's begin. Now, given the background of both characters, it's safe to say that both Omega Shenron and Beerus are both very dangerous in their own little unique ways when it comes to physical approach, but if pit against each other, the million-dollar question is, who would emerge as the winner? Omega displayed to be universal with his powers as seen when battling both Goku and Vegeta at the exact same time, noting that the Kai said that if Omega wasn't stopped, his energy would be enough to destroy the entire universe, and the fact that it took a universal spirit bomb to fully destroy him further solidifies that fact due to Goku conjuring the energy of the entire universe to form one single attack. So some may argue on the fact that Omega's powers were suppressed and he never truly displayed 100% of his true Shadow Dragon power. Beerus, on the other hand, is on an entirely separate tier. Keep in mind that when Beerus fought Goku, both Beerus and Super Saiyan God Goku displayed so much power that both of their punches were enough to create shockwaves throughout space that were capable of destroying entire universes during their course of battle with complete ease, jeopardizing their own universe if the battle continued. Now, Beerus is not invincible nor impervious to battle damage, but Omega Shenron would not be easily defeated either. Beerus never truly really displayed his 100% raw god power either. With that said, never truly going all out when battling against Super Saiyan God Goku in Dragon Ball Super and both Battle of Gods, but Omega Shenron could also regenerate, as seen when Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta fired a 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha directly in his face. Although heavily damaged, despite how much effort was put into the blast, however, is quite debatable, Omega still managed to survive and come back. Beerus, on the other hand, Beerus never faced off with someone who was able to max him out in combat, only because for the simple fact that Beerus was proven to be more than overwhelming when it comes to physical combat. This also makes for a very difficult debate and discussion, largely because of the inconsistencies in Dragon Ball GT and the lack of feats displayed by the characters in Dragon Ball Super. Granted, the GT characters were said to be heavily more powerful than the ones seen in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. However, this changes due to the introductions of Champa, Vados, Whis, Beerus, Super Saiyan Blue, characters like Hit who are able to time skip. We have Super Saiyan God, Kaioken, and the Zeno, the Lord of Everything, because now that these changes and introductions have come about, it's difficult to place Omega in a ranking because we still don't know or have an understanding as to how powerful the rest of these characters are compared to the GT roster. Omega Shenron is proven to be hurt by a high level ki, as seen with Super Saiyan 4 Fusion, but Beerus cannot, as seen with both Goku and Vegeta prior to unlocking the God Ki. And if you can closely recall, both Vegeta and Goku tried to unleash the Galagun and Kamehameha waves against Beerus, and it failed. Even the red Super Saiyan God form proved meaningless when going up against the God himself. Also keep in mind that when Beerus and Champa began to fight, Whis and Vados had to quickly intervene in their battle, only because the force between gods fighting was enough to disrupt the fabric of the existing universes, throwing everything off balance and destroying all life, of course, as seen below them when the ground began to disintegrate under the immense force of their power. While some will still stand on the fact that Omega would easily wreck Beerus due to GT's power scales, others will stand on the fact that Beerus would completely decimate Omega due to his universal battles and reputation as a god of destruction. The only problem with any of the Dragon Ball franchises is that power levels and power scales are complete bullshit. I personally believe that Omega Shenron will put up a great fight due to GT characters being that much stronger than Z characters, but the Super characters are in a league of their own, and that's an absolute fact. So in the end, I believe, in my opinion of course, that Beerus would definitely win against Omega Shenron in the long run, only due to his unmeasurable feats alone. Just because GT characters are ahead in years doesn't ultimately mean, in terms of Thailand of course, doesn't ultimately mean that they hold an advantage over the characters in Super. God Ki and Normal Ki are two very completely different channels of energy, as seen with both Beerus versus Champa and God Goku versus Beerus. God Ki has the force behind it to level all life within the universe if overused and countlessly drawn out. When battling against Omega Shenron, the complexity of the universe wasn't in danger due to physical contact, unlike how Beerus made contact with Champa and Goku, which literally endangered everything. I mean, could Beerus beat Omega easily? Probably not. Omega is a dragon that is durable unlike any other, with strengths that hold him with a class in and of himself by his own, but when it's all said and done, in my opinion at least, I believe Beerus would take the cake against Omega Shenron in the long run. I could be wrong, but we're just basing this on what's happening in Dragon Ball Super as of right now. But which fighter do you guys believe would seize the victory over the other, and who do you guys believe would be much more durable in combat when it comes to each character being individualized between Omega and Beerus, and which character do you guys believe holds the advantage over the other? Once again, guys, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you guys don't miss a single Dragon Ball video update. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys are stoked about Dragon Ball, don't forget to smash that like button. Leave your overall thoughts as to the battle down in the comment section below, guys. Thank you all for watching once again. Keep in mind that both characters are very, very powerful in their own little unique ways. So comment down below as to who you guys believe would win. No favoritism, no fanboyism. Leave your thoughts below, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. Tune in to the next battle, and I'll be seeing you all later. Take it easy, guys. Peace.